Hello and welcome to this video on the history of logo design. Today we will take a journey through time to explore the evolution of logos, from the first symbols used by early civilizations to the modern-day iconic designs we see today. Primitive peoples from around the world established the foundation for graphic arts between 70,000 and 7000 BC by painting animals in caves. Pottery was employed in Assyria, Egypt, and Persia, amongst others around 8000 BC to communicate various ideas. In ancient times, people used symbols and illustrations to convey their ideas and identities. Ancient Egypt, for instance, created hieroglyphics, a writing system that used images to represent words or sounds. Egyptian art also included symbolic images and colors with specific meanings. Between 2125 and 1991 BC, grids appeared in Egyptian designs, allowing for precise proportions and ratios that are important in logo design. Calligraphy was developed in China during the same period as the emergence of hieroglyphics in Egypt. The Chinese system, which assigned symbols to words and ideas, influenced many subsequent languages, including English. In medieval Europe, two visual languages appeared: heraldic crests and symbolic signage. Heraldry assigned societal meaning and status to design elements. A certain set of colors and shapes would represent a certain noble family and combine to create a unique coat of arms, which is similar to the concept of logos. The original purpose of the practice of assigning societal meaning to design elements was different, intended to distinguish friendly and enemy forces during wartime. However, it evolved to help people recognize their preferred brands. In the High Middle Ages, the population grew and people migrated to cities, causing a shift from agrarian to trade-based societies. Most people lacked literacy, so shops started hanging signs to show what goods or services they provided, such as barbershop poles and pharmacy crosses. In 1389, King Richard II of England required breweries to use signage to indicate their profession. This was introduced as a safety measure due to the poor quality of drinking water at the time. As a result, businesses began to incorporate heraldic imagery into their signs. These images then evolved into names, allowing customers to cultivate brand loyalty towards their preferred brewer. Papermaking began in China in 105 AD and reached Japan by 610 AD. It was later introduced in Italy in 1276 AD by Arab traders and in England around 1495 AD. Johann Gutenberg's printing press revolutionized printed materials and inspired authors and printers to create distinctive logos to assert ownership of their work. Printers adopted logos by the end of the 15th century to distinguish their works. In the mid-1600s, newspapers emerged and quickly gained popularity, providing businesses with a new incentive to differentiate themselves from their competitors through advertisements. In 1885, Frank Mason Robinson designed the Coca-Cola logo, beginning the modern era of logo design. The logo was a recognizable symbol that attracted customers to their products. Today, the Coca-Cola logo remains one of the most recognized brands globally. Paul Rand's creation of the IBM logo in 1956, featuring a pictograph of a human eye and a bee, is widely considered a landmark moment in the history of logo design. In the 1950s, logos started to be viewed as more than just utilitarian tools for identification. Companies began to understand the potential power of symbols and invested in branding their businesses strategically. Milton Glazer's I Heart New York pictogram, created for a marketing campaign initiated by the New York State Department of Commerce, marked a significant moment in logo design in 1977. The U.S. National Highway Traffic Safety Administration trademarked the Star of Life logo, which features a blue six-pointed star with the rod of Asclepius on it, and is visible on every ambulance and other emergency vehicles. In the early days of the internet, designers used skeuomorphism to help users adapt to the new technology by creating on-screen elements that resembled real-world objects. Skeuomorphism included features such as gradients, drop shadows, and synthetic textures to add depth to the user interface. In the early 2000s, Web 2.0 emerged as a visual movement that featured rounded letters, bright colors, and gradients. These logos were distinct from their predecessors and were easily recognizable. Flat design emerged as a response to the digital world and the limitations of replicating a 3D environment in a 2D world. Brands must embrace logo flexibility. Even established brands have realized that they need to update their logos frequently to stay current. The era of a logo remaining unchanged for 20 to 30 years has passed. Today, brands make frequent updates to their logos, often making subtle changes for relevance. Our design ideas are influenced by our cultural heritage and history. Design is an essential component of a business's success. According to a study conducted by the Design Management Institute, design-led companies outperformed the S&P 500 by 219% over the last 10 years. Investing in high-end design can give your business a competitive edge and can help you gain more customers. A well-designed logo can be the difference between gaining or losing a potential customer. In fact, a survey conducted by Adobe found that 59% of consumers prefer to engage with beautifully designed content rather than simple content. Another survey conducted by Forbes found that 46% of consumers trust a brand because of its design. Design can also help with customer loyalty. A well-designed brand identity can create an emotional connection with your customers. According to a study conducted by the Harvard Business Review, customers who have an emotional connection to a brand have a 306% higher lifetime value. This means that they are more likely to remain loyal to your business and recommend it to others. Investing in high-end design can also lead to increased profitability. According to a study conducted by the UK Design Council, found that every $1 invested in design had a return of $5 in increased revenue.
Hey everybody, I wanted to show you all what's possible with using a hybrid tool set of AI content generation and traditional motion graphics for long-form content. Investing in design helps your business stand out in a competitive market, gain more customers, and increase profitability. As a senior creative with 22 years of experience, I can help you achieve these business goals. If you are looking to improve your business through design, contact me today by visiting louishurtado.com or by clicking the link in the video description below and see how I can create content for your business. See you next time.